Hi, my name is Kerem.
Hi, my name is Cagatay.
And we are the co-founders at Justlife. Justlife is a super app that connects people looking for home services with well-trained and technologically enabled service professionals based on smart matching algorithms. Back in 2015, we only had one objective, and it was to start as soon as possible. So neither of us is a technical co-founder. We are not non-technical. We understand from the technical terms and we can navigate through a technical conversation, but we didn't know how to code back then. So we had to find a technical co-founder or a company that would help us build our website. Back then we were website only, in the fastest time possible. And funny thing is, after we gave this project to a company in India, they were able to achieve it in 40 days. They were able to make it up and running in 40 days. However, we never used it because in the meantime, Cagatay was able to find like a genius technical co-founder that built a platform that made more sense to use from the very start.
So we onboarded him. It was great. We scaled super quick with the infrastructure that we had. But you know what? It didn't work. The dynamics were not working, but the website is working. So we had like 30 days and we needed to find a technical person who is going to hand over from him. And we found one from Turkey and we got the shift very well. And we were with him scaling the technology along with the orders in 2 years. So 2 years passed, we were bigger and better. And again, the position outgrown the person. And right now we have a VP of engineering who is great, who has seen scale. We can grow the company with the help of him at least like 10-20x. So the long story short here, it wasn't successful from beginning to the end. We failed so many times. The funny thing, we failed before starting. Like the first website that we built, we couldn't use it. It's not because of the luck that we had with the founder. It is mainly because of the website was not usable.
So knowing what we know right now, what would we have done differently back in 2015? Of course, option number one, and this is my favorite option, find a technical co-founder. It's not a must-have, but it's a big plus and a very, very, very nice to have. The investors are gonna love you for it. You are gonna be able to scale the technical side like much faster, and you run the business, you learn the business, you understand the intricacies of the business. All you have to do is to ask the right questions to the technical co-founder. You work together and you build it. However, we are not living in an ideal world. Finding a technical co-founder, especially in today's world, is very hard. So that's why what we chose as the third option, to find a technical senior employee that helped us build the company to a certain stage, was the best and optimal decision.
So when we started, the apps were not this much high and the websites were relatively quicker than building an app. So we have chosen to build a website. And we went live. It was very easy to validate the idea because the marketing efficiency on the web channels are also way better than application. So when we came to a certain stage where we had more repeat clients, as we had a culture to talk to the customers and our friends were our customers, we felt the necessity of building an app. At that moment, we said that, okay, we are going to build an app, and there were a couple of options that we have been discussing with the technical team.
During the discussions of building an app, were we always asking each other if it's too early or too late, or is it the right time? You'll never get the answer right, yeah? But what mattered to us was to keep retaining the customers that used our service. And back then we only had home cleaning. And back then we were not website first, website only. So you have to understand what keeps bringing back the users to the platform. Once we started building more services, that would increase the life cycle, that would increase the lifetime value, the amount of time the users spend on the platform. That's when we were fully convinced that we need to build an app right now. And it took us around 2.5 years to make that decision. And again, like as we said before, we failed twice even before starting the platform itself. In technology, you're gonna fail on a daily basis. What matters is you shouldn't give up. You should keep asking the right questions that make sense from a business standpoint. You shouldn't build the sexiest product feature because you have an investment meeting next week, or you shouldn't underdevelop. Cagatay always says, if you underdevelop, it is dangerous. If you overdevelop, it's even more dangerous, because then you use your very limited resources on something that is not going to be used at all. So don't build something, or don't hire someone, or don't obsess with something for the sake of doing it, or just because it's the hype.
So you need to understand what you need now over the course of 24 months, and you need to plan and develop accordingly. So you need to continuously talk to your clients. So if there is a need that you believe, you need to validate if there is a real need for the market, right? And there are a lot of ways to validate the potential needs, what we call A/B tests. So right now in Justlife, we have an A/B testing culture where we do hundreds of A/B tests every quarter, where we put the hypotheses together, and these hypotheses are retrieved from the customer feedbacks, stakeholder feedbacks, again the professional customer and suppliers, and then we prioritize them according to our methodology, which is RICE method.
A/B testing at our current stage makes a lot of sense. We are entering hundreds of thousands of homes every month. However, at your early stage, when you only have a few users, if you early A/B test, then it's literally in vain. It's not going to help you. So you have to go to the field, talk to people, call them up, tell them that you are the co-founder, tell them that you are the founder, tell them that you are the CTO, and understand like what real life habits are, what they are intending to use the product for, and basically save a ton of time for yourself. And at our stage, when you have hundreds of thousands of people visiting your app, your website, A, B, C, D tests make a lot of sense, because in almost like 2 days, you get the answer. If you are at an early stage, then definitely go for the field work, user research, call them up, meet them. If you're at a later stage, then focus on the A/B testing.
Key takeaways. First, it's a big plus you having a technical co-founder, but it's not a must, as we have seen in Justlife. But you need a technical person to get things done. And second, you cannot leave that person alone. The technical stuff is not going to be done by itself. You, knowing the business, knowing the customer, you are the main responsible to navigate them through. You need to be baby curious. You need to ask the right question. You need to ask too many questions for you to understand what's going on, what options do you have, and then so that you can help them build the right product and the technology. And the third, you need to identify the stage that you're in so that you can build the right product. The things that you're gonna need in 5 years is not going to be the need that you have. So you need to understand where you are at through customer feedbacks, focus groups, so on and so forth. So you need to plan and build that's gonna be enough for you for next 24 months.